Welcome to Workstyle Stories, because life changes and every life is different. This week we're talking about how we are multi-talented individuals. Often we have lots of skills to bring to the table, but very often we're not able to. To talk to me about that, I'm joined by the lovely Georgie. Hello, Georgie.
Hi, Alex.
Before we get into your fascinating story, Georgie, would you mind just telling everyone who you are, where you are, and what you do?
Yes, so my name is Georgi Razack. I am a creative producer, a copywriter, and a voiceover artist. And I am currently in exotic Athens, Greece.
Wonderful. A portfolio career out of Athens sounds like you're living the dream. And that you've created that for yourself. So how did you get to that point? Let's go back a bit, because presumably you haven't always done all those things from there. What was your kind of formative career like?
So my main background is as a creative producer. And I started that in the UK, in London, because that's where I was born and that's where I was raised. And I, like most people, I finished uni, and straight after uni, I went into a 9-to-5, Monday to Friday job, which it wasn't really 9 to 5. It was more, 9 to 7, and then plus the commute. And it was just, I always felt it a little bit stifling and a little bit rigid. I really hated having someone say that I had to be in the office at 9 and I had to leave at 5 o'clock or even later. So yeah, I started, and I think because I'm very much a character I have many interests. I have many interests, and I tend to get bored a bit easily. Mm-hmm. So I've needed to find a way that would suit me and support my versatility in the way that I work.
Yeah, I think we can all relate to feeling stifled by the system, the 9-to-5 system, at some point. Particularly those of us who want to explore lots of different things and explore different parts of our personality. You talked about your versatility there, so tell me about that. Where does that come from?
That's a really good question. I think that it has roots in my childhood, because my family is this like really big, crazy, mixed heritage and multi-faith family. It's my mum is Greek. My dad is Arab Indian, so it was a little bit like my big fat Greek wedding meets East is East growing up. And I think that because I was always immersed in just in day-to-day life where there were contradictions and there was a bit of chaos, it made it easier for me to be more adaptable to whatever sort of was coming my way, and more versatile, and just to see things a little bit more with a different perspective.
Yeah, I can well imagine.
And then I think that this sort of
So does that, so you've been exposed to that chaos. Has that shaped the kind of portfolio career that you have now then, do you think?
I do believe that it has. I do believe that it has. It's I always say that I always like to think that I bring essence into what I do, into whatever project that I'm attached to, and my essence is very much, I would describe it as bringing creativity, culture, and play into whatever I do, and possibly because what the field that I'm in, creative producing, is a little bit more creative, so it's it supports this creativity and the play that I can bring. It's not as rigid, perhaps, as if I was in accounting. I think there I imagine that it would be harder for me to bring this essence.
And you talk about your versatility as well. So you talk about the fact that you were a voiceover artist and a creative producer and a copywriter. Do you think,
Yes.
I mean, is that born out of your kind of upbringing and has that versatility matured from that? And is that the way you'd always wanted it to be, do you think?
I think, I mean, you know, I'm going to call it my work style moment. So, I mean, I think that I had my work style moment from a very young age. When my parents would ask me, you know, they would ask me and my brother, okay, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would literally turn around and say to them, well, on Monday, I want to be an archaeologist. On Tuesday, I want to be a doctor. On Wednesday, I want to be an actor. On Thursday, I want to be a writer. And they would turn around and say, well, that sounds a little bit difficult. So I think that, I mean, obviously I'm not all of these things, but the way that the way that I can work, what I found is that work style can really help support the different interests and projects that I have. So in a sense, I guess,
but that's a wonderful work style moment, and anchored in just, I think, an innate desire for us all to explore different things that we could be capable of doing, but actually finding ourselves filtered down and funneled down into just doing one thing, and it feels really limiting when I hear you talking like that. We've almost lost that childhood innocent kind of naivety, but a naivety that could actually have taken us a long way, perhaps. So what's your work style like now, Georgie?
Well, I would have to say that it's in the process of constantly evolving. I mean, I think that this is a very organic, alive journey. So as lives change, work style will change as well to adapt around life. Yeah. And currently, my work style, it is Monday to Friday. I'm a morning person, so I tend to work in the mornings. Nice. I'm working very, very hard on not working more than 5 to 6 hours, because purely because I find that I'm not productive after 5 hours. And I work remotely from home or from coffee shops. I love taking my laptop and going to coffee shops.
Amazing. And you also you split your time as well, don't you? So you're partly in Athens and partly in the UK.
I do. Yes. Amazing. I love that I feel like I have two bases. And I just love to country hop. I feel both are home, very attached to both places. And in the UK, the same thing there. When I'm in the UK, from home or from coffee shops. Yeah.
So you can take your work and your work style with you wherever you want to be, whether that's in Athens or in London. Georgie, it's an inspirational work style that you have right now, and it's really interesting to hear how you've come to have a portfolio career and how you think that might have been anchored in your upbringing. And it's just been great to hear all about it. We're so grateful to you for sharing it. We've run out of time this time around. We look forward to keeping in touch, and thank you very much indeed. We've been Workstyle Stories, and we will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.